Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Soul Whisper with Vangie. Tonight, I invite you to journey with me through a dream that became a reflection on gratitude, love, and abundance that quietly surrounds us every day. If you have ever wondered whether you have enough, perhaps this gentle story will remind you of the blessings already living within your own heart. Let us begin. There was a dream that stayed with me long after I woke up. In the dream, I was returning to my childhood home. But it was not exactly the house I remembered. It stood before me as a beautiful two-story home, grand and welcoming, filled with light and life. Many people were gathered there. Friends, guests, and even some of my office mates were walking through the rooms in wonder. As I climbed the stairs toward the front door, I noticed their amazement when they learned that I lived there. I smiled quietly, not because I felt important, but because I felt at home. Inside the house were spacious bedrooms adorned with soft pink floral curtains. There was a large kitchen and a room upstairs that seemed to hold endless possibilities. My late brother, Joe, was there too, smiling peacefully, carrying none of the worries of this world. Everything felt calm. Everything felt right. Then I came upon an old bathroom upstairs. It was worn and neglected. Yet somehow, it was cleaned and restored. What was once old became beautiful. The bathtub shone like gold. Even now, I remember how it sparkled. But perhaps the most meaningful part of the dream happened in the kitchen. I held only 200 pesos in my hand. I wondered what I could possibly buy with such a small amount. Yet somehow, I purchased food after food. And before long, the refrigerator was completely full. The dream ended, but its message remained. When I woke up, I reflected on my own life. I am not wealthy in the way the world measures wealth. I do not own grand estates or overflowing bank accounts. But I began to realize something. I am not lacking. I am deeply loved. I have a son, Daniel, whose presence fills my heart with purpose. I have people who support and care for me. I have meaningful work. I have a home. I have faith. And I have the privilege of caring for creatures that God places in my path. Just days after that dream, life offered another gentle reminder. tiny kitten appeared unexpectedly inside our gate. No one knew where it came from. It simply arrived. Then a puppy was given to us by a relative. Two little souls entered our lives within days of each other. And as I looked at them, I thought of the dream once more. The house had welcomed many guests, and now in real life, my home was welcoming new ones too. Not everyone would see these moments as abundance. Some would see only the expenses, the responsibility, the extra work. But love sees differently. Love notices blessings in unexpected forms. Sometimes abundance arrives as a meal shared with family. Sometimes it arrives as a faithful friend. Sometimes it arrives as a child beginning a new chapter in life. Sometimes it arrives as a kitten appearing at your gate or a puppy needing a home. The older I become, the more I realize that abundance is not about having everything we want. It is about recognizing everything we already have. The world often teaches us to focus on what is missing. But the soul finds peace when it notices what is present. The love that surrounds us, the people who walk beside us, the opportunities we have been given, the small miracles that quietly arrive without announcement. Perhaps that was the true meaning of the dream. The house was never about a building. The rooms were never about walls. The full refrigerator was never about food. They were reminders. Reminders that life has blessed me in ways that cannot always be counted. And perhaps, if we pause long enough to notice, we may discover that we too are living inside a house of abundance. Not because we have everything, but because we have enough. Enough love, enough grace, enough hope, and enough blessings to share. Thank you, beautiful souls, for spending these moments with me. May you recognize the abundance already present in your life today. And may your heart always find its way home. This is Vangie, and this has been Soul Whisper with Vangie. God bless.